I'm Jason Salas. This is KU News Extra, and I have two friends of mine on the KUM couch right now, and we are talking about the Pacific Circle Consortium, what it is, who it affects, and why it is important for our island right now. We have Jackie here, Martha way over there on the other side of the couch, so I think you're in maybe the upper parts of Dedido, and Jackie, of course, here in Harmon, if you want to separate it geographically that way. So thank you, ladies, for coming in. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Okay,
yes.
So when we talk about the Pacific Circle Consortium, which is an incredibly difficult title to say now that I think about it, who all does it affect and why was it formed?
Okay. The Pacific Circle Consortium is actually an organization that is present in many different countries, and so it has members from countries that are across the Pacific, and so every host country gets to host it in their area, and in 2019, Guam put in the bid to host it here because of the 75th liberation or the anniversary for the battle for Guam, and so we decided that it would be a great opportunity for us to share Guam's culture and history with the visitors who are coming from other parts of the Pacific and have a history international conference.
This is actually pretty good because it's also coming off of the tail end 2 years ago of FestPac, and then more recently with the Guam Micronesia Island Fair.
Yes, yes.
So everyone's used to sharing, and we're aware of each other's parallels in terms of culture and history and heritage and those things.
Yes, yes. And one of the things that we're highlighting is actually World War II history. So the host that is actually the group or organization that's hosting this conference is called Pacific Historic Parks, which is a nonprofit organization that's been around since 1979. And what we do is we partner with National Park Services across the Pacific Islands. So the first group that we partnered with was Pearl Harbor National Memorial, which is in Oahu. And that was the first beginning of telling the story of World War II and the battles. And so over time, the organization grew. So now we have a park site here in Guam called War in the Pacific National Historical Park. And then we also have in Saipan, American Memorial Park. So all across all of these islands, the mission is the same. It's to do World War II education and interpretive programs and to do fund development for restoration, preservation, and research for World War II.
Excellent. So Martha, this sounds like it would be an incredible initiative for young people to get involved with.
Oh yes, definitely. We have this conference that's happening, and we are including presenters from all over the Pacific. We have people from Guam, Hawaii, New Zealand, Australia, Japan, and those are just the presenters. As far as the participants are, we have coming again from Guam and our sister island, Saipan, and just a lot of educators and people, not just even educators, but people who are interested in the sharing or the transference of culture and knowledge in our culture.
If people would like to attend, is there a cost to get involved, or if people would like to come and perhaps share their stories and be able to contribute, maybe they have heirlooms at home that they can say, if you're collecting things or you're talking about restoration and everything like that, I have something I think would be of great value.
Well, Pacific Historic Parks is hosting the conference to have open discussions and discuss education development. For sure, there is a website that we have where people can register online. It's pccguam2019.org, and it provides more information about the breakout sessions, all the presenters, the excursions, because we want our visitors to come and see Guam in addition to being at the conference. Since they're already here, they can go to Chamorro Village, or they can see Valley of the Lati, or do historic Hagåtña tours or World War II sites. So we have a lot lined up for them, and so there's opportunities to discuss and share ideas amongst educators and visitors.
I really encourage them to go onto that website that Jackie mentioned, the Pacific Historic Park, pcc2019.org, and check it out. The theme is connecting past and present,
educating across generations.
Yeah.
So
You took the words right out of my mouth. 'Cause I was going to say, is there a theme for this year?
Yes, yes, yes.
And especially because this year is so significant with this being the 75th liberation of Guam.
Absolutely. So what we did, it's so broad. It says connecting past and present. It's like, it's history, but then also it could be of science and language art. So we did is we broke it down into 5 sub-themes. And the first is school effective initiatives. The second is World War II reflections of history. The third is globalization and how it affected the Pacific, and how do we teach our youths, given that they're 21st century, right? It's going toward the future. How can we still maintain and honor our past past while moving toward the future. We also have themes such as
Impact of globalization and transference of traditional knowledge.
So we are encouraging the local population, but also our educators in different subjects to attend.
That transference of traditional knowledge is of particular interest to me because I grew up, and my generation and my peers, where it was a treat to go to Nana and Tata's house or to go to Grandma and Grandpa and to actually sit and have them teach you Guam legends and stories about when they were younger and everything like that. Has that really changed over the years? I would hope not, because those are great memories.
I think the way it is right now, for myself, I'm like you. I learned how to weave from my grandmother and my mom. But I think, yes, for our new generation of students coming up, I don't think they are as blessed to have had that opportunity. So now we are trying to see how can we continue to preserve our culture in the educational system with that. And so we do have some artists and dancers through song, the arts that are going to be there to share how do they plan to continue this transference of their traditional knowledge to our next generation of students.
Let me ask you guys, did your grandparents teach you guys how to make tatsizas when you were young?
No, mine did not. Mine is yours.
That was a key lesson for me.
That was yours?
It was like,
Okay.
okay, is it corn or flour? And depending on how you answer,
They kept me out of the kitchen.
yeah, you may either
You're
stay in the
gonna- you're
kitchen
gonna
or
hurt
you may
yourself.
actually go work
But-
with your uncles out on the farm.
But yes, those kinds of things. So cooking, weaving,
Exactly.
hunting, fishing, those kinds of knowledge. And even just dance and song. Yes.
Yeah, this sounds like a wonderful opportunity
is.
for
It's
people.
really exciting.
Even for people who feel like they have a solid grasp of who we are with our heritage and what we've been through and everything. Something can be learned by every single Guamanian. So, again, registration is now open, and we hope. I'm quite sure that the seats are filling up.
Yes, and we also are offering for educators who want to do recertification or to keep their certification, there's 2 grad credits that we partnered with the University of Guam. So if they attend the conference, they can also get graduate credits.
This is a win-win for everybody. All right. Well, thank you both. We got to